What's up? It's been a while. I haven't made a film review in maybe a month or two. And last time I made one, it was during lockdown. Guess what? Melbourne, where I live, is undergoing another lockdown. So I guess I'll just add to the hobbies and review another movie. Okay, what are we reviewing today? Okay, this has to be one of my favorite films of the entire 2020. Eurovision Song Contest, The Legend or the Story of Fire Saga. Oh my gosh, that is one of Netflix gems. I was expecting a really generic, run of the mill, laugh, and Will Ferrell film. I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. I do like some of his films, but to date, I think my favorite Will Ferrell movie has been Blades of Glory. And he usually does this dual, odd couple situation. And they're the underdogs undergoing some great journey. And this one is probably the best of Will Ferrell's movies. And of course, it doesn't just belong to Will Ferrell. I mean, he produced it and helped to bring it to life. But this movie's got Dan Stevens, Rachel McAdams, Pierce Bronson. It's an incredible film. If you're not aware, like the rest of the world and mainly Europe, the Eurovision Song Contest is an actual contest in Europe where different countries pick a musical act to represent them at this well, not global, but in this regional competition. And then the different countries participating get to award points and choose a winner. So the winner actually is chosen by Europe. And Australia's part of it. I don't know why, but Australia's been a part of it for like 5 years or so now. And our entrant last year was probably my favorite. But we were second one time, even though we're not in Europe. But there are a lot of Europeans here, and Australians came from Europe, I guess. Maybe. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm familiar with it, but you're probably not familiar with it. But the contest is so funny because if you look at the past winners, some have been like your generic good singers, but I think over the years, there was an act from Norway that was like a heavy metal band of like ghouls. They were dressed up like Viking zombies, and they won. And then 2 years ago, there was just Israeli girl with a song that sounded like a chicken clucking, and she won. Um, and then sometimes you just have like generic good songs, like last year's Arcade winner from the Netherlands, which is like your ballad sort of thing. But yes, I think I talked more about Eurovision than I did about the movie. Essentially, the movie is about this odd couple of musicians, which is Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams, and they're childhood friends. They've always wanted to enter the competition and win, but they're not that good. Their whole town hates them. The government hates them, but by some luck, they managed to represent Iceland, which is number one on my destination of places to visit. They managed to represent Iceland at the Eurovision Song Contest after some freak accident happened. So they go there and they're the underdogs, like clearly the underdogs. And you'll see why. And it's not purposeful. The music is good, but it's so bad that's the only reason why it's good. And so when they're there, they meet some incredible cast of people like performers from other countries. One of which is scene stealer Dan Stevens. That guy who played the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, he's a beast of an actor. Like he was in what's that movie? Oh, in that show Downton Abbey, and you would not recognize, but he is incredible playing a Russian singer. Very charismatic, and then some other characters thrown in there in the mix, and I think the crowning glory of this film is two things. One, and number one, is the music. The music is incredible. Oh my gosh. Like, think of The Greatest Showman, where the songs just went viral and then the movie just went. That. This might be above. There's the closing song, the finale song in this movie is absolutely awe inspiring. Like you just like I remember watching it, I was like, and you just didn't expect that to come from a movie like this. It's insane. And then what else? Um, but then just the Rachel McAdams is so good at being this loving, supporting member of the duo, and of course, as this duo of underdogs, they undergo problems and whatnot, and we see them triumph in the end. I'll leave that for you to discover. But I think most of all, what makes Eurovision Song Contest, the movie, so endearing is it has so much heart. People were worried that it was going to be Americans ruining the contest, but I think Will Ferrell and his team did an incredible job of representing the contest, and I think it's just going to grow and gain more winners. And the music is so Eurovision. It's so good. Oh my gosh, you should watch this. Watch this. The songs will get stuck in your head.